has been to what extent physical form factors are going to be tackled by the model makers, which is a fancy way of saying, will OpenAI do robotics? Will Google do robotics? Will Meta do robotics? We do have some of the answer. We've seen what I would call breadcrumbs along the way in 2024 to suggest that OpenAI is strongly considering robotics. They have.
Honestly, before he even goes into it, I think that robotics would be a thing if you have the amount of data to train the robots on something private. Robots aren't something that should be rolled out publicly. So OpenAI thinking about building a robot that's private after they saying they're not for profit anymore and they're like going venture capital makes complete sense. Especially with all the introduction of Microsoft, I believe, trying to compete with Elon Musk and his Nvidia espionage right now. Just in general of all the, I guess, tech talk, it makes sense why they want to make robots. Now, if Claude says it, I don't know. Claude ain't do nothing other than be a pivotal tool for the entertainment industry. I don't see Claude in a robot. I see OpenAI in a robot. What about DeepSeek? I see DeepSeek in a robot before Claude. I'm just saying it in the sense that Claude really positioned themselves in a very gimmicky entertainment aspect where it's like I see Claude writing scripts for the entertainment industry. I see Claude playing a huge role in like AI generation and AI content creation when it comes to like movies, what we watch, what we see, and just everything in general. That's how I feel. But I'm not like sure where I'm not sure where Claude is gonna fall into place when it comes to building robots though. Like for what is gonna be the question. For who is the next question. And then if you have those two demographics, then it's like how you gonna compete? Because ChatGPT will always be in the conversation. Google, Gemini, and everything that they own will always be in a conversation. I'm just sorry. And low key, and this is just a very low key thing that just sucks for like Claude. X, Twitter, and Grok may be in the conversation before you as well. I'm just saying, because there's a lot of other things that's taking place, but I digress.
Hired some of the best physical device designers in the world, including Johnny Ive, who used to work on design at Apple. They are supposedly exploring making a wearable with Johnny. We will see. No prototype has yet leaked. And just a couple of days ago, news broke that they are seriously thinking about building robots again. And I say again because they actually shut down their robot division in 2021. This was really before ChatGPT caught on. You remember when 3.5 came out, this is not something that you would allow to drive a robot. It wasn't making those kinds of decisions. And now ChatGPT is actually inside other companies' robots. For example, Figure, which is shipping robots to factories now, uses ChatGPT in the brains of the robot. It's natural if you're a CEO in Sam Altman's position to think to yourself, would it make sense for my company to get into robotics? Should I reawaken the robotics division? Well, that's an interesting question.
No, I think you should leave that bitch alone, my boy. You left it in the first place. That's what the comments say. They don't desperately need AI source of data. They really don't. I see what you're trying to say, but they really don't. They have access to different types of data through the companies that they partner with already. So they can outsource they have enough information in their data right now to outsource and find robotics companies or little small robotics companies to just have them they service their product on a global level, like have multiple different robotics company rather than have one robotics company under your company. You don't need to open up the division until you get enough data from those little companies and then you can compare it with some of the data of your robotics division from before. Yeah, now you talking, but I don't think you should do robotics with open AI only. I feel like you gotta integrate, you gotta do what Elon Musk is doing. You gotta kind of have a approach where I'm going to do it this way, which is your way, but I'm also going to do it this way, which is like giving back to the people. Even if it doesn't look like you're giving back to the people, just pull an Elon Musk on them.
And I think one of the bigger pieces they need to tackle is whether they, as a company, strategically are willing to play from behind. I've been in a company that plays from behind. Amazon was a rare second place player in video when I was there in Prime Video. Netflix dominated. It was a very strange feeling to be in an otherwise dominant company and to be playing in a second place division that was working on catching up. That is what would be happening in robotics at OpenAI. Unlike the rest of the company, where OpenAI enjoys an advantage and is widely considered one of the leaders in the AI space. It's a very different thing. And it's very, very difficult and takes a long time to catch up in those situations. So I don't know if they're actually going to invest in robotics. I am much more confident that they will invest in some kind of physical device. It makes too much sense for them not to be in the physical world, since so much of the customer's interaction with AI is going to be in the physical space. You might as well own the device. And so I feel good about predicting that they will get into physical devices. Robots may be one way they do.
I think they'll get into physical devices with other companies. I don't really see them not getting into other companies' pockets because why would they try to do what the world is already doing or has done already? Already been an iRobot cleaning machine. All you gotta do is give it AI API keys. Like there's a lot of little things that we have robots for that ChatGPT and OpenAI could just casually be like, hey, look, test it on my product. Let's see how it goes. That'll be the data that you need when it comes to just overall like data. You know what I mean? Like that's gonna be it. But let me know how y'all feel. Where y'all think ChatGPT is gonna for sure come strong, or if they are gonna take this lead into the robotics world.